Hello everybody and welcome back to the next video. This time we're gonna talk about a question that I got several times in the last couple of months and years that we're just going through now. And the question is, what are my settings in Dota? And overall we're just gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna go deeper into it when it comes down to my hotkeys. But all the other settings we're just jumping through or talking very quickly about it. Alright, let's start about the audio. Audio is very simple. As you can see, I'm not using much. I'm literally using my microphone. I'm using the stream limited push to talk because my mic was a little bit buggy at the start in Dota for some reason, and I'm using overall my volume is not that high because my headphones are pretty loud, and overall almost everything is off, and I'm not listening to music in Dota when it comes down to the in-game music. On the video settings, it's also very simple. I literally have everything off besides my game screen render quality, and my frames are 144. Texture quality, effect quality, shadow quality is on medium just because I just wanna have a game that looks a little bit decent, okay? That's the only reason. Otherwise I would turn this off as well and I wouldn't care about it at all. But all the other settings are kind of wasted in my opinion. They're just taking off some resources from Dota, and everybody knows Dota is not really good optimized, so it doesn't really matter. What you're doing here, you're gonna get low FPS at some point in any team fight, so it doesn't really matter what you're doing. That's why I just want to keep it low and keep it simple. My settings on social media is also very interesting. It is just kind of everything is off. The only thing I'm sometimes doing is allowing chat, so no incoming chat, because I don't want to see any messages. But I will recommend you putting this on friendly players and teammates so you don't see the alt chatting from the enemies, and this is kind of annoying, so I will definitely recommend you muting the alt chat and only listening to your teammates. That's it. Plus, one more thing is expose your public match data if you want to see yourself on Dota buff or all the third-party services where you can see your statistics in Dota and have a deeper look into it, and on your own account. Alright, now it's getting a little bit more interesting. First of all, we're gonna start on the top left, auto attack. I have it on standard. A lot of people are swearing on the fact that you always put it on always, because your attack time is just way faster sometimes in some situations. But I prefer it to have it on standard because I hate it when my hero auto attacks in every single moment. I don't know. Some people have it, some people don't. It depends on your preference. Alright, auto select summon units. I have this off basically because I'm literally not playing any summon heroes besides maybe Enigma, and that's it. Smart double tap, I'm not even sure what it does. And double tap ability to self cast, I'm also not using that because I'm using quick cast. Unified order is also these settings on the left are kind of activated, even though I don't even use them. The only thing I would actually recommend you is teleport requires hold and stop, so you don't cancel your TP while you're moving or clicking on the map or some shit. So definitely have this on and keep it on. Never turn it off. The right click allies, I'm not sure what it means. We can just read it. Right click on a friendly unit will cause your hero to follow that unit. It's interesting, I've never seen that. Quick attack and quick move, I have both of them off just because I'm not playing core, so I'm not mainly focusing on last hitting. But I can tell you, quick attack can be very, very cool if you play core. I've tried it a little bit when I played middle, and it can be very, very strong because your denies are 10 times faster for some reason, because you literally just need to click on the creep instead of clicking a button and then aggro deny. Edge pen, I don't know why this is on, I'm not using it. Reverse camera grip, I'm not using that either. Center camera on hero spawn is very cool and nice, just because whenever I'm looking into fights and I'm dead, I just want to watch on my hero when I'm respawning. That's the idea behind it. So I first of all, I'm realizing I'm alive again, and the second of all, I don't have the problem that I'm not looking at my hero, because a lot of people, it happened a few times I've seen it, they're respawning and they didn't realize it for 2 seconds or something, and I don't want this to happen for myself. Disable camera zoom is whatever. Hold select hero to follow is also whatever. Camera speed for myself is on 3K, but it is a standard, so you can keep that. Hero icons, I have it with arrows, so I can see where the enemies or my teammates are moving, and I can see heroes as well. Map background, I have a realistic or simple, it depends on your preference. I'm recommending you using an extra large minimap just to see everything better. That's basically it. The map position is on the left, obviously. Some people have it on the right side, Insania, but it depends on yourself what you want to do. And all the other settings are whatever. I'm not using much of them. They're just either activated because I never used them or I never watched into them. So let's go on. Summon unit auto attack. So this is one thing. My summons are always auto attacking, and I'm doing that basically because whenever I'm spawning my Eidolons, for example, in Enigma, I want them to instantly attack. And that's basically the trick behind it. You don't want to click again. Disable auto attack when stop is held. That is kind of classic. When you click stop, or yeah, you click the stop button, then you basically not attacking anymore, and you just like stand still and don't do anything. Quick cast triggers on key press by default. Yes, this is a very cool thing if you play with quick cast, and I will actually recommend it for yourself if you play with quick cast, as I said. Toggle auto attack automatically. I don't have that because I'm not a core player. Shop always uses hotkeys. I don't have that on. All these shop settings, well, whatever. Smart attack move also not on because no core player. Use broadcaster stats. I don't know. All the other stuff is like whatever. It's like not relevant. The network quality is like kind of simple. If you have a good internet and a good network connection, definitely use the high end. It makes your game smoother and looks better and doesn't lag so much, I think. All the camera settings are whatever. I don't have everything off, and I'm not like using this. One thing as well, I think enable screen shake is like activated in a standard thing. Deactivate it. It's just annoying and it doesn't help you at all. Minimap misclick protection time, you can keep this as standard. It depends on yourself though, what you want. Movability, target cancelled. All these settings are like whatever as well. I'm not like using them as much. The only setting that is like kind of funny is the strict solo queue matchmaking, guys, because it works perfectly in Immortal. Okay, I don't even think it works at all, right? Or does it work in low MMR? I'm not even sure. But I remember it used to work like 5 years ago or some shit. And the only other settings I'm like very like using and also thinking about is display network information. So I can see my FPS and my input lag, if I'm lagging or if everything is like fine. All right, there we go, guys. The interesting part is happening. Let's start with my spells. My spells are all on quick cast. It doesn't matter which hero I'm playing, everything is on quick cast. And this is my order. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is like classic for me. And I can also like later on to tell you why I have this, but like overall, just look at it, and quick cast is very simple to like describe. Whenever you click a spell, you're instantly using it when you have quick cast. If you don't have quick cast, you need to like click the spell and then you need to target something and then it happens. But with quick cast, you don't have that. You don't need to like double click something. You just like click it once and it's instantly happening. It depends on the spell, obviously. My items are like kind of standard as well, I think. I think my items are like on the standard buttons or hotkeys, whatever Dota has for some reason. So I kept that, I don't know, it's just like a habit. I kept it. I have it on Z, V, B, N, X, and C. My TP scroll is on T, and my item, like neutral item, is on... The only thing I always use is like quick cast on 2 items whenever I play. And remember one thing, don't use quick cast on your TP. Like if you want to use quick cast on all your items, that's definitely fine. You can also do that. This is like, can be cool, but also can be annoying, but depends on you. My preference is like 50-50 kind of, but like TPs should always be on cast without quick cast, because otherwise you misclick once and you just use your TP. That's like the annoying part. Like it happened so many times when I used to do it, and I just said like, okay, whatever, I'm not using quick cast anymore on my TPs, fuck that. But all the other items, as you can see here, I have 3 items on quick cast and 4 items are on not on quick cast besides my TP. And usually my like quick cast items are like items like stick, 4-star, Yules, all this stuff, like things that I cast and I don't need to like cast for myself a lot of the times, only in few circumstances. And all the other items like blink, dagger, drums, and all that shit, I'm using other buttons, because when I blink, for example, I want to think where I blink and then I want to use it, and I don't want to rush it so much sometimes. And the other items like drums or all this BKB or whatever, it's like items I don't need to like cast on myself or my allies, so I can just like keep it on my classic hotkeys without quick cast. Because with quick cast it's always like a little bit annoying playing some items. That's why I have it like mixed up a little bit. Alright, bottom left in the middle, hero selection is space. That basically means whenever I click space, my camera is instantly jumping to my hero, and I will definitely like recommend that doing this, because it's like very easy to jump around the map and like just like clicking once or twice space and you will be back at your hero, and this is like very nice for your overall minimap and map gameplay. Like overall the camera movement is way smoother. Alright, my deny button is Q and my stop button is E. It basically means my Q button I can deny with that, or like whatever, force my attacks, and with E I'm basically like stopping everything. Whenever I click E, my hero just stands still. My shop buttons or courier buttons are basically F1, F2, and F3, and F4 as well actually on the second page. And that's how I'm basically like using the secret shop and using my courier. That's it. My voice chat button, as you can see, is on G. That's it though. My chat wheel is on Y. And that's basically buttons I need. All the other buttons here are like kind of whatever. I'm not using them. Besides maybe the pause button, but that's it. Like all the other buttons on this side, I'm not using at all. Especially the control groups because I'm just not a micro player of like heroes with units or some shit. The only hero I'm playing is like basically Invoker and sometimes Enigma because you don't need to micro so much. But I'm definitely not like 33 with like Broodmother or some shit. Alright, overall, this is like kind of standard as well, I feel like. I'm not sure though. I don't know what the standard like settings are in Dota, but like learning ability is on O. I'm kind of never using that because I'm just like clicking shift and then skilling. Upgrade talents is on U. Sometimes I'm using that, but it depends. Like sometimes I'm even using my mouse. The move button, I'm not using this at all. The glyph button is on H. And the scan button is on P. But the P button I'm almost never using as well because I'm just like clicking with the mouse on the scan. That's it. The taunt is very important. That's you need to spam this every game. Toggle auto attack, whatever, because I'm not a core player. Shop actions are like, yeah, the only button I'm using here is basically open the shop on F4. And that's it. And the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen, is my camera control. Because I'm using my camera basically with WASD. And the minimap. I'm not using any edge pan or like dragging with my mouse or some shit. No, I'm literally using WASD and that's how I'm playing. I'm using the minimap and WASD to move around my hero, and it works perfectly fine for myself. Because you can just imagine I'm playing like, I don't know, Counter-Strike or something. I'm moving on WASD and my spells or my weapons, whatever, are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's super chill playing like that, and I got used to it quite a lot, and I would actually recommend it. Some people, like, let's say new Dota players, I would definitely recommend this playstyle because it's just so much more chill. My mouse hand, for example, is like super chill, never stressed out. I have never problems with my mouse hand because I don't overuse the mouse hand basically. Like my left hand is doing as much work as my mouse hand basically, and that means I have like a very good balance. Like I know a lot of people that playing with like edge pen and all that shit, having a lot of problems with their right hand or left hand, depends what they're using the mouse, just because they overusing it too much. So I think this playstyle or like these hotkeys are like very interesting and can be very effective. And I also know like some people using this, but it's like very, very rare. I think the only person that I know that used to do this or like still does it is Matumbaman, but I'm not sure if he still does it. I'm not even sure if he plays Dota anymore. But like back in the day, I remember he also played with WASD. So yeah, that is like a very cool thing as well. And if you want to try it out, definitely go for it. It can be very cool, but it can be like very annoying at the start. Whenever you get used to it, easy clap, trust me. So all the other like hotkeys here I'm basically almost never using, or like kind of never using. Maybe screenshot sometimes my console to like check something. Death summary is like whatever. Like you're gonna see it anyway, or you know how you died. Control groups, and I'm never using them because I'm not a micro player. Quick cast, triggers on key press by default is like the other setting from the other side as well. Smart double tap is like, yeah, holding down alt. Like I'm using this very rare though, almost never kind of. And the other settings I'm not using at all. Like it depends. The only thing I'm using, as I said, is quick cast and autocast, and this is like a very cool thing, but other than that I'm not using it. So yeah, I think that is actually it. I don't think there are more settings that comes down to Dota right now. And I really hope I could give you like a small insight how I'm using my stuff. Of course, you can always like go back and check it out again, but like this is basically my classic things. I'm using all the same hotkeys for each hero. I'm using quick cast for each hero. I'm playing with WASD. Some items have quick cast, some items don't. Very important, TP never on quick cast, it's horrible. And other than that, yeah, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I thank everybody for watching, and I wish you a good day, good night, or good evening. It depends where you are when you're watching this video. Thank you. Appreciate it as always. Bye bye and peace.